What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video your girl is here to bring you another video, and I'm really excited for this. This is going to be my top 10 palette purchases, wow. This is going to be my top 10 eyeshadow makeup purchases for the year of 2019. If you guys know already, I am currently on a no buy year, so I won't be buying anything for the rest of the year, which is why it's easy for me to go ahead and talk about these palettes now. I'm 99% sure all of these palettes I actually purchased this year. If not, don't shoot the messenger, your girl tried. I will be doing another video that I'll be talking about my top 10 palettes that I maybe reached for, or even top 5. It just kind of depends on how many palettes I think of when I think about that certain category. I have changed the level on my camera. I think it's better now. I feel like it's better. You guys let me know. I actually put some DVDs under to lift my stand. But yeah, I think that's all I have. Let's just get into it. Alrighty, so I finally found everything because it took me a little while. I forgot where the last product was. This is going to be in no particular order. I am going to leave 2 particular items at the end for a reason, but I will explain that when I get there. So the first palette that I want to talk about is the Menagerie Cosmetics Violet Ink palette. This is a palette that I have gotten so much use out of. I will come in closely. Hopefully my camera will focus so you guys can see. I have gotten so much use out of this palette. It is insane. I did one look where I just tested it out in front of the camera for you guys, and then I did another video that was 3 looks 1 palette. I will do my best to get everything linked down below for you guys in case you are interested. This was a palette that is kind of a hit and miss for me. I enjoy it because I already purchased it, but I did not recommend it for you guys. And it's mainly because of the shimmers. I felt like the shimmers were even more hardly pressed than they typically are. And some of the mattes were even more kick-up-y than they usually are as well. So if the color scheme works for you and you're okay with that kind of potential struggle, go for it. But like I said, I didn't personally recommend it, but this is one of my top palettes because I already have in my collection and your girl loves purples. So yeah. Next is a palette that it's just beautiful. This is the Love Lux Beauty Foiled Rose palette. Why is there's so much? I guess I got a lot more use out of this than I thought. This one also is very, very dirty. I didn't even realize that this one was going to be dirty as well. But this is what the palette looks like. It's going to be hard for this to kind of focus on my camera. There you go. There you go. Now you guys can see it. There are a good amount of mattes. There are 3. Everything else is shimmer, but the 3 mattes really are the basis that you need for this palette. This gives you like a really nice romantic look. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, this seems like a better version of the Nabla Dreamy palette. I have both of those. I have this and that one. Even though this one doesn't have a very deepening outshade, neither does that one. That would be a really good comparison video. I might think about doing that. But yeah, very interesting color scheme. I really did enjoy this palette. I do enjoy it. The foils on this baby is really what kicks this palette up into the high gear. So yeah, I would recommend this. Last time I checked, I did do a swatch post on my Instagram, and the brand commented that they were restocking this soon. I don't know if they've already restocked it. I will also try and link down the palettes that I talk about as well. I will try my best. Next is a palette from a brand that I just tried out this year, and it's my Lunar Beauty Strawberry Moon palette. I enjoy this palette. I enjoy the formulation. There are 2 shades, like I said in my review, that I wasn't too hot over, but overall I really did enjoy this palette. I love the color scheme, and that's why I bought it. I thought that I would enjoy the color scheme and the formulas. They have different formulas, so you have more metallic formula, you have a topper formula, you have some mattes, and it's just, I really enjoyed this palette. I think that it's really nice that it's such a huge dynamic between the darkest shade and the lightest shade, and I can get away with trying both of them. The lightest shade is a little too ashy for me. I really have to be careful with it, but I can use it. Next, I have my Nomad Cosmetics Lago di Como palette. This is a beauty, a very, very nice beauty. I know I've done videos on this. I can't remember if I did a 3 looks 1 palette or not. If I did, I think I did. I will have that link down below, of course. I really enjoy this palette, and this actually gives you a very nice variety, but it's also some unexpected shades. These 3 up top are very unexpected for me. This is like a really nice camely tone, like poopy type color. I feel like it has a little slight green undertone. This is a really nice duochrome. It's very, very pretty, and this is just a really nice bone kind of shade, which I kind of expected that one, but the other 2 I was not expecting. The other 6 shadows in this palette are just really, really nice. They're very saturated, very blendable. Everything in this palette is just really nice. I really have been enjoying this brand, and I wanted to get more palettes from them, but you know, I can't right now. But I'm telling you guys, this will definitely be a brand that I think you guys should keep an eye out on, because I feel like they just haven't gotten their palette that's really going to help them break through the barriers. But this is definitely a brand that their formulations are really, really good, and I would highly recommend this brand. I also have another palette from them that I will be talking about in this video, but I love this brand. The one palette from ColourPop that I actually do enjoy is my Blue Moon palette. I got it this year, of course, and this is just a really, really pretty palette. I ended up doing my video with this palette after I got off of my allergic hiatus, and I love it. I love it. This palette has brought so much diversity in the blue color scheme to my collection. It's insane. I love the different looks that I was able to create, but the different shades. This Dabba Dabba D or whatever, very unique shade. I love these duochrome shades that are in here. Overall, this is just a really nice palette, and I would honestly recommend it. I think it's awesome. So yeah. Another repeat brand in this video is going to be my Lunar Beauty Moon Spell palette. I just finished doing my 6 looks with this baby. By the time this video goes up, you guys will have seen it, and I love this palette. Like, if I had the money to do a giveaway, this would be the palette that I would pick up to give away to you guys. I think this is definitely an underrated palette, and it's really, really nice. So the top row is purples, the middle row is neutrals, and the bottom row is greens and blues, but this neutral row has such a yellow undertone that it really works beautifully with all of these shades. And you even have a really cool tone brown that can work really good with the pinks and the purples on the top row. I would highly recommend this palette. Highly recommend. When I'm recording this, Sephora has sneak peeked that they're going to be giving us like a 20% off or $20 off coupon and $15 off coupon and maybe 25, somewhere around there. I would recommend taking the time to purchase this one during that coupon. I'm telling you guys, I might even try and get this for you guys and do a giveaway at some point during this B&B miss, because I'm telling you guys, this is a palette to bring into your collection. Next is another Nomad palette, like I told you guys I was going to be talking about. This is the Tokyo or Harajuku palette. I love this palette. I know I did a 3 looks on 1 palette with this. I also did a swatch video as well. This is a very pretty palette. Everybody loves this at this orientation, the top row, which is like the multi-chrome with glitter row, but this middle row is satins. Never liked a satin until this palette. And then the bottom row is all mattes. I would highly recommend this palette. It's a very pretty palette. It is a pastel palette, but I really, really enjoy it. Like I said, Nomad Cosmetics is a brand I really think you guys should be checking for, because they will really be bringing you guys some things, hopefully in the new year. Next is the Whale Song palette by Menagerie Cosmetics. This was a palette that I pre-ordered because as soon as I saw it, I knew I had to have it. I'm 99% sure I did a 3 looks 1 palette with this baby, and I love this palette. It is a very pretty palette, very nice formulation. I actually think the shimmers in this palette are better than the violet ink, and the mattes are definitely better as well. I would highly recommend this palette. This is my blue green palette. If I have to reach for blue and greens, I'm gonna think to reach for this baby. So I would highly recommend it. And these neutrals, they look neutral, but they actually have a green undertone, just like the Manny Lunar Beauty palette, which is why I love neutrals with a funky undertone. It's just where I'm at, and that's the type of neutrals that your girl likes to wear. So yeah, I'm gonna take all of this stuff off of my lap because the last 2 palettes I kind of need to talk about a little bit more than the first 8 palettes. So my last 2 8 palettes are low-key shouldn't be in here, but I'm gonna put them in here because I haven't finished testing out one, and the other one all I've done is swatch. But I have the like inkling that these are gonna be the last 2 palettes that I would have wanted to add into this video if I could have done this just a little bit later, or if I chose to just do this a little bit later. If I finish doing my reviews or testing out either of these palettes, I will tell you guys on the screen, but as of right now, I haven't finished testing them out. So this is actually the palette that I have on my eyes today. This is the ABH Norvina 3 palette. This is another palette. If you have the money for that Sephora $20 off, I would recommend this. I really would. This palette is just very, very dynamic. I have been able to get so many different looks. You get brights in this palette. You get deepening, like really sultry fall colors in this palette. And the combination is just like me. It really is me. Today is a little bit more of a darker fallish tone, but I'm telling you guys, I'm gonna get some bright looks out of this. I intend to do a 10 look 1 palette. I am only on look number 2 right now, but it's going to come. I am going to get this done before the end of the year. And like I said, if I could do a giveaway, this would be another palette. Honestly, I would get all 10 of these palettes and give them away to you guys. Maybe I'll try and do that, but right now it's not in the cards. So yeah. And then the last palette that I'm going to be talking about is from Caladios Cosmetics. Oh my gosh. Wow. This is from Caladios Cosmetics, and this is their Futurism palette, and this is the 10th one, VR Neon. And this is what this beauty looks like. It is a very, very pretty palette. I really cannot wait to get my hands on this, but I do want to go ahead. I like to focus on one palette when I'm doing reviews or whatever. So I'm going to focus on finishing up this palette, and then I will knock into this baby. This baby will be a very easy kind of test out, so I'm not too concerned about it. But yeah, these are all 10 palettes. Like I said, if I could do a giveaway, if I had the money to give away some products, I promise you these 10 eyeshadows would definitely be in that juggling of like, can I purchase this? Is this in order? Is this in stock? Like, would I get this? So I would highly recommend these palettes to you guys to look for, get some reviews, check it out, see if it's in your price range, see if you like the color scheme yourself for the new year. We'll see. We'll see if I'm able to kind of finesse some money around to get some of these for you guys to give away. If I do, I will aim to kind of do that either very late in the month of December or early in the month of January. It just all depends. But that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys are enjoying B&B Miss. Let me know if there's something in particular that you would like to see from me. I will be doing a collection series. I actually will be starting to film that today. And yeah, I think that's all I have for you guys. As always, y'all, it has been real. Peace.